Before we move on to our next region, which is Middle East and Africa, I am particularly happy to announce that we have a very special guest with us today. Mr. Francis Quéré needs no introduction, but I will remind everyone that the 2022 recipient of the Pritzker Architecture Prize and most recently winner of the Architecture category of the 2023 Premium Imperiale Awards was recognized with a Holcim Awards Global Prize in 2012 for his remarkable secondary school in Gando, Burkina Faso.
No, for me, winning Holcim was a big surprise. I have been considered as the nice young man from Africa building schools, you know. But then with Holcim, people start to say, he's a designer. He's a designer. And that is important.
I mean, you saw Francis DeRoché today talk about it. When he said that, I mean, I really feel like Holcim should put that out there more. I think he pretty much implied winning that Holcim Gold Award when he didn't think he was going to win gave him the confidence and the optics for the rest of the world to know who he was. That was inspiring to us. Our team's been talking about that all day. And to be in that group with him now is so exciting to us.
So in my case, I tried to apply for the Holcim Awards several times with a few projects. Actually, my first project was around 10 years ago. The reason why I like the Holcim Award is that there's a mix between performance, design, and also financial viability.
This prize will give us the credibility, and the credibility for the projects that it's even can be replicated in different regions and prove that plastic bottle can be used in construction or even any solid waste materials.
I think it's very relevant that we discuss that today and that we find answers together. So I think this prize is very important for that we see several solutions and that we also can discuss that to be relevant at the end.
We in fact think we passed the point that the sustainable architecture could be an option. It is in fact inevitable and a necessity now, and what we concern more is how to practice it.
Definitivamente hablar de arquitectura sustentable debería ser parte de las críticas más fuertes que tenemos en la academia, debería ser parte de las charlas a nivel nacional e internacional más importantes.
It allows us to really embed our personal values and also the values of our clients.
It's sustainable in architecture for us, and in our case, it is really focusing in the work environment.
Without the society, there is no architecture. So sustainable architecture for me is something that really links the human being with Earth.
Realmente ser sostenibles es una responsabilidad y como especie humana creo que antes lo hacíamos muy bien, se nos olvidó y es momento como de recordarlo nuevamente.
Es súper importante para nosotros como arquitectos tener esa responsabilidad para tener ciudades sostenibles, tener vidas sostenibles, tener una vida mucho más saludable.
What we're thinking about is it's not just one house, but it's actually, if we think about it as the unit of urbanization, this is how the city has been developing, this is how it's been sprawling. What's been happening so far, it's been a very detrimental process.
Every project should be sustainable, but we should be innovating or pushing the boundaries. And as a landscape architect, we find that's mostly through collaboration with other specialists, learning from experts to help our projects be as sustainable as they can be in terms of construction, but also in terms of social responsibility.
This project, adaptive reuse of Fujian Tulou, is to look into the vacant and abandoned Tulou buildings as a social strategy. So we're taking 7 abandoned Toulouse buildings at this time, looking into different typologies.
Well, the project mainly focuses on open systems and adaptable design framework and co-design strategies. And when I say co-design, I mean designing both with nature, but also designing with the communities that are involved.
My personal experience in architecture is that we focus too much sometimes into the hardware, the walls, the tangible, but architecture and sustainable architecture especially is not only about the tangible part. We need to take into account all the intangible, the atmospheres, the people, the users.
You know that the foundation works in two basic lines. One of them is sustainable food and the other is citizen art. And they want to, implement these two lines in the building together with a very ambitious economic program.
The 360 degrees approach also is very much intertwined with some of the aims and goals of the project and also of the foundation, which is to put together different communities.
The building is seeking certification through the International Living Future Institute, and so it's a net zero carbon and net zero energy certification.
What we're really trying to do is to design these buildings in a way that's a lot more streamlined and getting rid of the waste. So here, unlike a lot of projects, we have the designers and the engineers and the builders sort of integrated from the start, and the prefabricated building solutions offers really good opportunities for modeling this effectively.
Well, the project is a very big scale project. It's around 35,000 square meters. It was a landfill, mostly. It is already transformed with a wetland, the largest water treatment plant in Mexico City. So this wetland will be the tertiary phase for that the water treatment plant.
For our project Surf Ghana Collective, we worked with a low-carbon cement mix design for our concrete that we developed locally with our engineer and contractor.
The project offers a space where you can be trained as a surf instructor. It offers Wi-Fi for kids to come and utilize after school. It houses a library for children to, and surfers alike too, and the community as a whole actually.
As we bid farewell, I encourage each of you to continue your efforts to rapidly deploy the many existing solutions that can already help accelerate the transformation of the construction sector. Let's meet again in actions that help create a future where both humanity and our ecosystems can regenerate and thrive.